Hockey just to our right. We welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go. Ready?
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't know no better.
Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far, as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
She passed away, and
now it's Burrow.
Doing everything.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
I'm not going to be heading out.
But not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
What would be the process, for any bereavement, since I have to be there with my dad, since he's going through it right now?
Yeah. That would be a call to HR to take care of it. Let them know that what happened. Take time off. They'll tell you.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily need like any, because again,
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
Again,
but what
I
often
have,
happens
since I
now
have
with these
tomorrow
quarterbacks who can
off,
move,
I don't
defenses
necessarily
want to
need
try and
like
keep
an
bodies in
extended
front of him,
period,
and I
and I
think
think
that
my dad
discouraged him from
is
taking
the one
off
that's planning
and made
on
him try
heading
a pass
out
downfield that fell incomplete.
either today
Again,
or
it's
tomorrow.
Burrow.
It's just a matter
Eluding the
of
pressure
figuring
right.
everything out, of course. I was
Now he's
trying
going
to
to throw
figure out
deep
in
right
regards
side.
to,
And that will be
would it be something that would I
Trying to
be,
dial up
do
the
we
long
have
one way
coverage
out
where I
there,
would be
but
able
it'll
to
be
take the
third
day
down.
just to go with
Whenever you
just
see a
him
quarterback break
to make
contain,
sure
just
that
think to
fine?
yourself,
Yeah.
the receivers on that side of the field,
Yeah,
their
I
number
was
one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside,
Okay.
make sure you don't give up the deep
Just because,
ball. They
again, I
tried it
hate
there.
being the
They
one
weren't able to
that
connect.
calls out,
And
especially
he's
with
going
the
to
time
have the
off. It's
Bengals
just, like I
first
said,
down as they're
I
able to
don't know
get
how
the
to,
third down
myself, I
conversion.
don't know how to process everything right now. So that's why, like, my mind is, like, everywhere right now.
The best thing is to be around family. So yeah, go ahead and take care of that.
After
Okay.
one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Need more time to
Go for the motions or go. Okay.
But definitely.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, Robin.
Burrow
So,
going to give
yeah,
this to
I'll
Mixon.
take the pay.
And he stopped immediately
so
there. Kenny
Yeah.
Clark, the big D
Okay,
tackle
thank you,
there to
Robin.
make the stop.
Okay.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right
there any
there.
chance you'd
Not
be
only
able to
was it the
stay
right
in the
play,
area?
throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another day,
I'm
right?
Here comes the 7th play now on this
let my
drive as this is
managers
3rd and
know,
10.
because
They're
Michelle
passing here.
said
Joe
that she's
Burrow.
going through the
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the
she's
tight
gonna
end.
get
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
I
conversion.
already let my job.
So into Packer territory
I
now.
told them
Here's
that.
1st
They
and
asked
10
me if I
at the
needed to get to
36.
like specific
And that's well
reasoning.
executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some
Yeah,
space in the middle of the field.
he told me,
right in their
like, I took
quarterback's
the
line of
I
vision.
took the day
The
off,
QBs
so I
love
already
to make
called
that
out.
easy throw, and they hooked up there
he
for a
said
first
that-
down.
Yeah. So he told me to
they
go
go
to
play action
HR
now.
and
Burrow.
let them know they'll let me know like
And he
what the
takes a
process is
shot
there
on
for
the
everything.
release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before
Yeah.
he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, Packers. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they? A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. First down. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
On first down, Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Buying time to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half
and it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a dump off here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A first down catch for Allen Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dillon again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bengals 6. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
12.
Now Burrow. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's a run with Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Burrow going to keep it himself. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw on second and 10, Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 108 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down at the 2. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
Hey, flag.
Shit.
Uncle, over here.
Shit.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Green Bay. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pick your game up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get him. Check out.
On second down, it's Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.